Hi, welcome back. I'm at home, as you can see from the background. Enjoyed my time in Margaret River, but you know, it's really good to be home. Okay, let's have a look what's happening. My goodness, Capricorn, it's a great sign. You know, the world is not always as we perceive to be 100% perfect. Note I said the word perceive. You know, sometimes we live in this wondrous fantasy when we want everything to be sunshine and roses, to be lightness, to be joy, and why shouldn't it be? But sometimes we're in places where we just have to see the reality of the situation. When you see the reality of a situation, you can work towards bringing it into lightness, bringing it into joy, bringing it into harmony. However, before you, pardon me, flame and flu still hanging around, babes. Before you can do that, you have to recognize the disharmony and how you're not seeing things. But it's also seeing things in a different way, but it's also shifting that perception to see someone else's point of view as well. May not necessarily be the point of view, but it is a point of view. Okay? Now let's have a look, see where the Aquarians are. Oh, Aquarius, it's time to go inside, to take that little step back into the self and to look at where you really want to be. Look at what you really got. It's also about walking into a space of compassion. It's easier to have compassion for someone else than it is for the self. Aquarius, be gentle with yourself. Be lenient. Treat yourself how you would treat others. That's a big statement for some, because Aquarians in particular can be the romantics, can be the lovers, can be those who really need to make everything shine and everyone else around them shine. This is about polishing your own surface first, darling, if you know what I'm saying. If you're shining, that's what you'll reflect. If you're dull, that's what you'll reflect. Aries. Aries, you're running around in circles and getting sweet FA done. This is about organisation, sweetheart. It's not like, whoa, a bit here and a bit here and a bit there. It's like, will you hold your horses, make a plan, let's get down to business. Let's put A, B, C, D instead of A, C, J, L. It's like you're all over the place at the moment and things are just not rolling evenly. They're just not gelling nicely. So what you need to do now is make a plan. Making a plan may not seem like the way to go, but by making a plan you get to review all of your options, and when you review all of your options you get to see which bit here is not working or which bit's falling down or what it is you've forgotten. Okay? It's best to remember what you've forgotten before somebody reminds you. Get with the plan, darlings. Pisceans. Pisceans is about review. It's also about letting go of smugness. We all get to a point in our lives when we're pretty smug about where we are, what we've got. And smugness tends to lead us to be that little bit judgmental of others. It's like, look what I've done. If I can do it, you can do it. And yes, that is true. If anybody, you've done something, someone else can do it. But if they've done something else, so can you. But that also counts for good, bad, and indifferent. I don't think there is a good and there is a bad. I feel there is only experience. And this is your time for learning that all things are experience. Do not judge yourself harshly. Do not judge others harshly. Sit back and take a little review of how great you are. How great you are. Make a list if you have to. Have a sing, have a dance, whatever. List the things that you can do. How great you are. You're unique. You're special. There's only one of you. Deal with it. But also deal that there's only one of every other living person. Warts and all. Okay, let's have a look. I'll be so glad when I'm flu-less. Completely flueless. As opposed to clueless, which comes in very often. I give you the tip. Okay, we're up to Taurians. Oh, Taurus, you may have to bite your tongue a few times. You may have to hold your temper. This is about learning to control this emotional upsurge. You know, some emotional upsurges are great. They're necessary, upsurges of joy, of passion. It's how you direct that passion and how you direct that joy that's important. It's about not getting angry with yourself. It's about not allowing frustration to take over. So you won't get things right first time sometimes. Too bad. Too sad. Did Edison quit? We'd still be lighting candles, darling. But we're not. And this is the type of thing you may need to remember. Yeah, we got a bit of frustration happening here and there. So what? Don't let things get on top of you. Learn to diffuse. Learn a process that is going to allow you to diffuse before you blow up and ruin everything, and then going to have to backtrack and mend bridges behind you, and you don't like doing that. Okay, let's see what the gems are up to. Gem, it's about dealing with family. It's about looking at family things in a realistic, down-to-earth way. Your memories, someone else's memories, someone else's memories. This is all they are. We all remember different highlights or different parts. But if you can put the memories together, you come up with a picture. The thing with memories, most of us either concentrate on negative or positive memories. There is no such thing as a totally negative life experience. Yes, we've all had negative things happen to us, but we've all had major positive things, rays of sunshine, little spots of light, that little patch of blue sky in the middle of the storm. We've all got them. This is about reaching back and remembering those times and bringing that feeling of joy back into the self. If you can live in that space and that feeling of joy, then many doors will open to you, and you will be able to reach other directions and other beings and open the door for new starts. It all comes from feelings. Remember the feeling right now. Not the action, the feeling. But we're going for positive, remember. In the midst of all heartache and all drama, there is always that feeling, always. You just have to open the door and remember. Cancerians, hang on to your cash, darlings. This is a time when you need to be just that little bit circumspect. Not a Scrooge, not, oh my God, I'm going to starve to death, because you ain't. It's about being that little bit directive. That's the word for it, directive. And it's about being that little bit, do I really need that? Do I need another pair of shoes? Do I really need that dress? Oh, hell yeah. That's my shopping plea. Oh, hell yeah. What I'm saying is just be a little bit discerning in your spending, because I feel there's something coming up you're going to need or want to do. If you spend your cash on chocolates now, you're not going to be able to spend it on that posh bottle of wine later. Okay? Now let's see, Leos. Leo, you're headstrong. Something's happened here and you've got it into your head. You're right, they're wrong, that's it. Oh my stars above. You're now holding your pride, your justice card, your I'm right in front of you like a barrier. Closes the door to reconciliation. Closes the door to moving forward. Closes the door to go, hey, this maybe was a two-way street. Maybe I did do this. And it's not about excusing behavior. It's not about accepting things that aren't right. It's about not being so self-righteous and standing on your own. It's about mellowing. It's about blending. It's about flowing. It's about allowing healing. And all relationships heal through allowance. Virgo. Oh gosh, you're concerned about head down, bum up, back to work, hard work. Oh God, don't make such a big drama out of it. So you got to work. So does 99% of the rest of the world, huh? Enjoy. Make your work an enjoyment. Do things that give you pleasure, or do it in a way that gives you pleasure. And if you're getting a job you hate, then make fun through it, or make fun of it. I mean, get it done, but make fun of it. We were always taught by my mother when we were kids, you know, if you're in a bad situation, you really don't want to be there, but you have to. This is it. Just imagine things like, imagine everybody is an animal. That's a good game, you know, matching this face with this face. I don't know what the animals did to deserve being in some of these spots, but there you go. Or imagine everyone in their underwear or in a pink tutu. Put some joy and laughter into every little thing, and you'll find that it'll not only will it lighten your day, it will lighten how you treat the rest of your day. Okay? So if somebody's stressing you, darling, just have a little cartoon image in your head. Lighten up. Okay, let's have a look at the Librans. Do you really need the headaches, hon? Do you really need what you are putting yourself through right now? We all have times when we have to work through emotional dramas and emotional pain. And I know we keep trying, but are you hitting your head against a brick wall? You know, sometimes you have to know when to quit. You have to know when it's right for you to walk away. When it's right for you to go, enough. This is about knowing your personal space and your personal boundaries and setting those boundaries and having the stop sign fair and square in there. But it's also understanding that when we face things and do things, it's a lot easier than dealing with the what ifs in our head. And, you know, we can kill ourselves and castrate ourselves in our minds so much easier and so much harder than anybody in reality really can. So this is about looking at the whole situation, the boundary thing. If it's not going to fix, hon, it ain't going to fix. If you need to grieve, grieve. Have a scream, a shout, dance, whatever. Get it out, get it over, but get those boundaries set and don't let anybody push you beyond a limit you're not ready to go. Okay? Bless you. Scorpios. Scorpio, this is a merry time for you. You can't decide where you really want to go, where you really want to be. It's all a bit flitty and fluttery. Don't let that stress you. Don't let it get to you. We all have times in our lives where we're not really sure where the pattern is, where the road is. This is the joy of it. This is the excitement. This is the adventure. Because if nothing's set, hello, it's like a holiday. You can make your own roadmap. And this is where you are right now. You're making your own roadmap for the next phase of your life. Where do you want to be? Don't know. Doesn't matter. What you need to do right now is sit down and write what works for you. Write a list. What do you really like? What climate do you like? What food do you like? What people do you like? What do you like to do? You will come to a space and a place where that fits. All you got to do then is figure out how to get there, how to make it work. Once you've got a directional purpose in your mind, that energy link that you've put out there, that vibration's happening. Many of us live in a situation or a work situation or a home situation, whatever, which is so vibrationally different to what we want. We're banging our heads against brick walls. If you're in a space and you know it's not working, do something about it, because now is the time that you can write that roadmap to life and take out that caravan and get on it, or that aeroplane, or whatever it takes. Sag. Sag is about fertility. It's about growth. It's about seeds planted a while back coming to fruition. It's like a harvest time. It's about enjoy now. You've worked hard to get to where you are. This is your time to sit back and watch things grow. They're not quite ready to be plucked right yet. The harvest isn't quite ready to gather in. But it's about joyous times. It's about giving your space and self that space in time, and that time to be at joy, to be at peace with yourself, to simply allow all things to flow through. It's about sitting back and going, wow, look what I have created, and then figuring out how to make that creation flourish. But it's about sitting back and taking R&R. It's about sitting back and going, yeah, 'cause you can. Basically, you've done some hard work. Things are growing. It's time to sit back and smell the roses. Okay? And that's about it for today. You guys take care, and I'll catch up with you shortly.